trail 0-2 in this best of 5 grand finals. They look a little shaken, but they're not out of it yet. They've struggled against Vici here early on, convincingly taken down in Game 1. Game 2 was more back and forth, but in the end, Black's anti-mage, it got out of control. Of course, I'm not alone here. I'm LD. I'm joined by Puppey, as well as PPD and Gods. Thanks for joining me, guys.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, Peter, talk some more, man. I want some voice in you.
You want him in your ear,
I
right?
want him in my ear, man.
Do you like my voice?
Yes, of course.
Cool.
So,
No, you gotta keep going. You can't just
I
stop,
got
man.
nothing else to say. I'm letting the real caster.
so
You
coming
talked so much before, like
The real cast
while we were
player.
like setting up, you were chatting away, like 3-0, 3-1, like what's it gonna be?
So PPD said there's no way this is 3-0. The
No,
Cloud9 are at least going to take one game because they're going to ban the Brood or deal with it.
They're gonna have
And
to
then
fight.
5 minutes later, he says, no, it's going to be an easy 3-0. So you lost all faith.
Well, I was thinking about, the way my games went earlier today, and then I was thinking about the way Cloud9 thinks, and I was thinking about the way Jackie Mao thinks. And first off, he's like an incredibly cocky individual, and then I noticed like he picked PA 2 games in a row now against the anti-mage and the Brood, and for some reason he didn't ban the heroes in the second game because he's like, oh, I thought we could win. So like the third game, he's like gonna be super tilted, so he's gonna ban Brood and AM, and then he's gonna like, I don't know, and then he's just gonna go do something totally different that they're not used to doing, and Vici's just gonna
So you're not a believer.
the believer.
Yes, with the double E. How about you, Clement? Do you agree it's going to be 3-0, Jackie Mao's on tilt,
Nah,
abandon all hope in Cloud9?
I want to see some real moves from Fada and Bone 7. I know that they screwed up the first game a little bit with their positioning and their execution on getting the first kills, and they lost like a lot of towers. If one of those moves would have went correctly, it could have been their game, but as you can see right now, they're like, no Brood. We don't want to see that guy anymore.
They did not first phase ban it. They assume Vici won't take it first phase, which they don't, so they get to reserve a second stage ban. It's out of the pool now. And we're going to see the Terrorblade Venge strat, something that I guess most would say Cloud9 are the ones who have really been perfecting this. But now Vici Gaming, they copy-pasted Drow Visage, they copy-pasted Tiny Wisp, and they look to do the same here with the Terrorblade, but with their own unique flair, because they're going to bring in I guess it's the Super Invoker with this Terrorblade pickup.
Yeah, everyone just steals C9 strats and plays them better than they do. So
Classic.
Drow Visage is like all over the place now. You guys, Vici Gaming.
it's actually like we were so like I was so against it at the beginning, but then we tried it like once or twice, and we're like, this is actually mindless. Like you literally just right-click things and you win the game.
and you're like, well, we can do it better than C9, so let's just do it.
I don't know if we can do better in C9.
I mean,
but
we don't
could
even need to micro anything.
Yeah, we could definitely do it.
Attack move to victory.
Like dropping your birds is a bad thing. You just keep right-clicking.
Hey guys, you want to teleport to your tower?
So
It's
they
already
pick PA
dead,
again, dude.
you know?
I'm telling you.
Ah, Cloud9 went to the PA again.
Black had a little anecdote. Like, I mean, looking at the last 2 games with his anti-mage, he's like, in China, everyone counters anti-mage with PA, so he learned that you always go MKB. Like, 5th, 6th item, you gotta go MKB, and it just doesn't really counter it like it counters like you would hope it to. So I think Black is really confident against PA in general. First with the anti-mage, now he's gonna have the Terrorblade. He's not too worried about this.
Is the confidence deserved, or is he overrating PA here, do you think?
Well, in all honesty, I think that they don't have an answer to Terrorblade. Once I played against Vici Gaming, we did screw up a lot from the 2 first games and gave us a handicap and started coming back, and then we lost a kind of the same type of a game pick right now against them because we were overrun and we were tired maybe, and everything happens and stuff. So the fact is that Vici Gaming right now, they don't feel any pressure because right now it's going to be a puck against Invoker mid. Basically you can't kill the Invoker that easily with a puck, and the Invoker is infuriating late game against, well, they pick up the Phoenix, but I'm gonna still keep talking about what they think about Vici Gaming. They right now have probably the solid easy lane for themselves. There's no contesting from Cloud9. They don't want to face their game, apparently, which is actually the thing that you lose against Terrorblade. When you don't phase him, he just gets ahead of you, even if you have the potential best carry 1v1 situations, but the game is not 1v1 situations where there's illusions hitting your towers in 3 areas of your game, and creep skipping is involved, and they have to deal with all that stuff when Invoker is running around with Orchids. As in, they're not phased by the late game, because they have the late game. The mid lane is Puck against Invoker. Invoker's going to get far ahead. If there's no Yules on Puck for the time being of Orchid, it's going to be hard for them. The ganks can come from Invoker all the time. Puck, of course, they can come from Puck the same way, but it's just that the late game potential from Vici Gaming is just there. and they try to pick the lineup just to counter the illusions.
For the
And
mana drain mainly, the Hex.
yeah, the Mana Drain Hex are very good utilities to destroy the illusions early game, but even so, I think even a Zeus support would be even a better choice to deal with the illusions, because Lion itself, it does nothing like as in the game. Like, what is he going to do? Hex a hero?
And we saw that earlier today when your two teams played. Actually, was the Elder Titan Zeus seems like it is very strong against Terrorblade.
It is crucially strong. I don't know why PPD didn't ban Zeus, but you know, he can explain us right here. Maybe.
Thoughts?
I have no thoughts about earlier today.
Third place match. That's what it comes down to.
It's been a rough week, man.
Yeah, you have to go to DreamHack and play
Hey,
14
at least
days.
we won DreamHack, right?
Yeah, you can play.
And then at least I won that 2v2 tournament last night. That was good.
That was good. Dude, I lost the All-Stars match, man. Could have won that stuff.
How did you lose that game?
I mean, and PPD basically won the
Don't know,
All-Stars match because America won it. So
Yeah,
like,
Viva America.
double win there. Like,
Smash won the MVP vote, so
yeah.
America
Nobody
is
would've
getting the
guessed
little
that, right?
victories here.
So America wins this too then. 3-2. Cloud9. They got it.
How is Cloud9 America?
It's all turning up
Three
America.
well, they're American.
Do you think it's Ice 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 Invoker? Or not Invoker, but Phoenix? Because I find it very odd that FY would play Vengeful Spirit.
They had Fenrir
Didn't they
play
run
it yesterday.
Fenrir last
they
time?
played
Yeah.
a support.
I know they did it last
yeah.
time, but they had FY on Wraith King that game, and I don't know if FY is kind of like a Venge player, like, because he just usually gets a lot of farm and does a lot of stuff. But Venge is like swap in and die kind of hero, for the most part, unless you're owning.
Do you think offlane Phoenix works here?
I mean, I don't think Phoenix is a good hero in any game, but they did against this guy over here.
That was a game they lost though.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, they did
lost.
lose.
So maybe this is like their game 3 pick when they're up 2-0. They're just like, yeah, let's just pick a Phoenix.
I can see from Vici Gaming that they're banning pretty much every single Bone 7 hero once some heroes were picked up. I'm going to remove the Legion Commander. They actually could have already understood that it's going to be a Terrorblade game.
Ooh, Magnus.
Oh,
That's
well.
unexpected.
That's FY probably playing that hero.
You think so?
Possibly, or
Ice,
it might
Ice,
be
Ice?
might be some kind of Ice Axe and Phoenix Fenrir still top and Vengeful Spirit by FY running around doing his thing.
I don't get what this is trying to accomplish. Like, I guess it's just like a pocket strat kind of thing.
Or they just wanting to play with him.
Maybe they just want to embarrass their opponents.
I mean, Axe itself is a
Style
very
play.
okay hero against PA, because PA's life, it's not that strong, and you can always claw through the ultimate through the PA hero. Darkseer pick, Jesus.
Two heroes that we have not really seen much of at all in this tournament, or in
That-
general, really.
That is a very weird lineup coming from Cloud9. I mean, potentially it could work, but I see them like I see the failures much more. Like I see one
That
tornado.
is not a very encouraging statement for
Yeah.
Cloud9 fans. I see the failures.
Yeah, because their whole combination of ideas get disrupted by one tornado or EMP. Like if that happens, how are you gonna kill the Phoenix? It's an Ice Axe, so it is actually FY on a Vengeful Spirit. But I see just them not being able to deal with the 5-man lineup that is from Vici. I understand that they can do some clutch moves somewhere later, but they won't win the 5v5s.
Now, is there any way they can like snowball this or get out to an early lead to prevent that 5-man? Do you think, Peter? Or
I mean, I think they can win their lanes pretty badly if they put Darkseer in the safe lane against Axe, and then just kind of like maybe go like aggro dual lane with like Puck +1, like Puck ET, and then
And put PA mid against Invoker.
yeah.
That would be the best choice.
I
Definitely.
like that. And then but I mean, I think they do have a decent answer to Terrorblade. Darkseer's not the best for that, but like the Lion Finger of Death, you can't overlook that with ET and Puck Burst. Like they might be able to blow him up when he tries to push towers. Yeah.
so are you agreeing overall with Puppey's assessment that this looks better for Vici Gaming? That's what you're saying, right?
Well,
think it looks a lot
whenever you
better.
see Venge Terrorblade together, you kind of have to give them the benefit of the doubt. But then I see Axe and Phoenix, and I'm thinking, why are these heroes in the finals match of the Summit? So that Axe is
What the
Axe set is
fuck? That
crazy.
Axe
I've never
right
seen
there.
that axe. What the fuck is that?
I mean,
Nah, I usually carry that big ass axe that is a common item, but it looks like huge. You know, I don't know if you've seen it, but it just looks amazingly
it's like
big.
bigger than his entire model.
It's like if you like pause the game for a second and Vengeful Spirit's like behind you, you won't see him. You'll just see the axe like hovering around him.
Holy cow, look at Pilot Eye. He is behind enemy lines.
Well, this often ends in an early death for him, but sometimes can be a big play. Let's see, we're going to get underway now. Again, Cloud9 trailing 0-2 in the best of 5. The runes will spawn. A quick bounty rune for Fenrir, as he will rotate, looks like towards the top lane. So we're going to see an Axe Phoenix dual lane, I suppose. Invoker going mid. And that puts your Terrorblade plus Venge bottom. So
And it
dual
is the
lanes for
Envy mid,
Vici.
which is the best choice which they could do. I think so. I remembered when PA started being picked from the, you know, when they started doing these things, Envy and RTZ started doing the PA mid. It worked very good against the Invoker. Invoker can't do anything really against them. Can't right click him down. And here we go, Metaphor Fuse.
This could be trouble for Bone 7, caught out quickly, but the ambush is sprung, and they look to turn against Black.
Oh,
Angelo
Black
burning
is
him
going to
down.
die.
He's going to burn to
His
death
movement
here.
speed
Looks
is very low.
FY, does he have another stun coming soon? He gets
There
it
we
off,
go.
but Black just keeps on walking away. Actually might be able to turn onto Bone 7. Very low, very low. He's going to tango up, he wants to go in, he gets stunned from around the corner. What a play by Pylai Dai, saving the fight and getting the first blood for his team.
That's a boost of morale right there.
The secret shot baits are real, and now Metamorph is on cooldown as well, so Black's laning stage is going to be a whole lot harder against what's currently a dual lane here.
Pilot Eye giving him the business.
Yeah, Paladai don't give a shit right now.
He's actually so happy.
It's a level 1 Lion just
First blood on
going up
Lion.
in your grill.
That's 600 gold. Like, what's even spend this shit on? Like,
Buy your Tranquils, man.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this looks really annoying.
Yeah.
Phoenix chasing from one
Please,
direction, Axe from the other.
Help me, Fata.
What a
Please
body
help
block.
me, Fata. Please. Fata's coming in. Nah, man. One hit.
What a body block. Nicely done, but no kill. So mid lane actually looking okay for the Invoker early, but Eternal Envy still getting free farm here as well with the poor man's shield. And
Did Bone 7 suicide to neutrals? Did I miss that?
I think so, because that's the one
yeah.
that
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Roshan.
Roshan, yeah.
Gotcha.
he had to run around to Roshan for that.
So yeah, Darkseer seems okay versus Terrorblade in lane, and now Terrorblade, because he died right away after he's meta, so he doesn't have meta for a while, so it's going to be really hard for him to CS against the Ion Shell.
at the end of the day, he does have a very low HP pool against Ion Shell. If they manage to stay locked onto him, he's going to die quite quickly.
Well, the ET into Iron Shell is going to be the combo. The Iron Shell that deals pure damage pretty much.
Yep. Vacuum Earth Splitter.
That's some good stuff. Actually, they got the good old Chinese combination, the Doxy Lion. Impale into Vacuum. I actually remember times where in Dota 1, Ice told his friend to just, because he played a lot of Darkseid, he told his friend Lion, like, can you give me share? Like, I just want to like do this thing on my own. And he just vacuumed into Impale. I was serious, you can ask him about it. He did it in like official matches. Just give me share when I want to vacuum.
Wow.
Just did that.
Well, he's certainly a player.
He's one of those guys, you know, that loves to do those
I will
moves.
control your hero and mine better than you can handle the one. And often pulls it off. So, thoughts on this Axe Phoenix lane? We haven't really talked about it yet. Is it getting anything accomplished for you guys?
It's doing nothing for me.
Not feeling.
Well, it might be his death. Oh god.
There's no orb here.
Ice goes for the call there, but
Holy lord, he would have died there because of that guy.
Even the creeps hate Ice today.
I mean, C9 need any help they can get right now. Down 0-2, life on the line.
Well,
in the
first
grand
it was
finals.
the community, then it was
Yeah.
Universe. The rest of a lot of the other Western players came to their defense, and perhaps now even the creeps of Dota will give them a second shot here at the summit too.
Just waiting for that time, triple bash on, you know, Black.
Do you believe in miracles? We'll see soon. Good farm early for the Invoker, the Terrorblade, despite the death.
Yeah, despite that, he's actually on top charts.
Well, Black definitely knows how to hit creeps. One of his many strengths as a carry player. And CSUL, the Invoker actually doing really well in that mid lane. And The Axe CSing well too, so we see all 3 cores farming well. The Puck is struggling quite a bit here early on, but at least getting his levels and not dying.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised the Invoker's doing so well.
Here we go. Caught out top lane. The orb to start. The call is going to prevent a silence. And I don't know if they get this kill chasing forward.
Doesn't even have sounds. He's level 3.
Oh, he's level 3. Okay. Well, the plus armor at least making the difference there.
See how he's carrying the bounty rune inside of his bottle and not really using it right now? That's a play they could have maybe done a little bit right now, but not then when he's level 3, because right now he could pop it while the stomp is hitting and the Axe would think like he's very safe right now to not get silenced, but they couldn't wait and probably mistimed their opportunity.
Yeah, so, suddenly he's level 4, you get caught off
Yeah,
guard.
that's something that mid solo players with a hero like Panda end up doing.
There's
there we go.
Invoker, bottom lane, going aggressive super with the early rotations. Finds the kill in the Darkseer. FY actually getting the last hit. But Super has been incredibly active on his mids lately. And seems to be very effective on his rotations.
His Invoker's been really solid.
Yeah, that's something he did already 4 years ago. I remember going to China and playing them in a tournament where DK won, and he was also in DK back then, I think.
Yeah, that was the old DK.
Yeah, they played the Super with the Invoker on easy lane or mid lane, doesn't matter where he goes, but it's instantaneously when there's a rune or any action going, he's just gonna run there with his phase boots and be ready to tornado you. And this is what helps you to feel good in your team, that you always are there for your teammate.
Yeah, it's kind of a good mid to have with such a hard carry in the safe lane, because you can always just, Invoker can just run down there really quick if there's pressure, and then kind of force them out.
Yeah, very good counter ganker, tough to tower dive against the EMP Tornado, and if you stick around, suddenly the Phoenix shows up, gets off a Supernova perhaps, or Ice 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 joins the fight. So it's a difficult lineup to dive towers against. And not to mention the defensive swap, a lot of ways to disengage against C9. That was back when EMP Tornado was just ridiculous, right? I think the cooldowns were like 5-10 seconds slower on both of them.
The best was you would hit the EMP inside the tornado. You didn't have to time it. The big nerf to Invoker was when EMP didn't hit inside tornadoes. So you had to be much more clever with the placement.
And V gets caught out. EMP Cold Snap.
Miss.
And Phoenix
Miss.
doesn't actually stop under the tower. Just swings all the way back around. And the evasion comes into play. He'll make it out safely.
The counter gank of Cloud9 heroes. It's just go away, you know, the stuff of
They like put up signs.
we're here, you know.
Please leave.
Don't screw with our carrier, right?
Or we're gonna take away your lunch. But not the case.
We're gonna be really mean when we hit level 16, though. You know, something like that, pretty much.
That's coming soon. Don't worry, guys.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know what's coming, you know.
Oh.
I feel like Axe is actually getting really good farm here. He's going to have a pretty fast blink dagger, which it kind of feels like the old 6.81 centaur roll where you get the fast blink and can have a high
Here
impact.
we go.
Retro. Black caught out now.
He's actually fine. Oh,
Well,
okay.
No point
the
in
right
that,
clicks
I'll
of Lion are not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no mana for a follow-up hex there, and probably wouldn't have been enough damage anyway.
The smoke into placing some wards.
This creep cutting by Ice 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 is really putting Fada for a loop. He's getting just destroyed.
Not only him, but the tower also. Well,
Silence is there,
his
but
orb is in cooldown, so
no jaunt, no way out, no phase shift. Down he goes. Wow.
Laning phase is not going well.
here we go. Crit, 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 crit.
Wow,
Envy
so
has
many
not
crits
been
right
a
now.
crit lord today.
Crit with 3
Did
crits.
you guys see his game 1? Oh man. Couldn't buy a crit. 10 in a row, no crit.
Yeah, needs to buy Daedalus.
Needs to buy some skills in PA, man.
The last hit from Ice Ice, meaning that he is very close to his blink dagger now.
And go back to last summit, Arteezy. He was the fucking crit lord.
Yeah.
There was that one game on PA where he had like 6 crit, got a rampage with like 6 crits in a row.
Yeah, that was the good old days when I could just play Treant. I remember they actually nerfed Treant when we were on the plane on the way to the Summit 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
I
just
was
arrived
like-
and you're like, shit, I can't
Yeah,
pick this here anymore.
Like I just got back into. I don't know. It was like I got off the plane and I like got back onto like my data or whatever, and I looked at Twitter and I was like, oh, new patch, and I was like, oh no, Leech Seed nerf. Like what am I gonna do? We just
Time to quit Dota.
we just picked it anyways.
Yeah.
But like ET plus PA is like super good. Like it does so much damage. So can't overlook that.
So what do you do? I guess just stack up some plus armor here if you're Vici gaming. Get like the mech on the Phoenix.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I think they're just gonna. I mean, ET's great and all, but like you can't like overlook like the aura. Like you can still. I mean, as long as you're not getting hit, you know, you'll be fine. Like Invoker's gonna be able to like zone them out, and Axe hopefully is gonna be able to draw attention, like a blade mail, so they can't really focus him.
And he also has the Berserker's Call, so he has a ton of plus armor anyway.
Yeah, and the thing about Terrorblade is like if you don't finish him off in your control, then you're just gonna get sundered, and then he's back to full.
And they have that swap, of course.
Yep.
They really need that finger of death on him.
Tornado crashes through, doesn't find anyone.
Maybe bring Black in for this rotation. Black was smoked up with his team with the level 4 Metamorph.
Yeah,
it's a free tower.
They often do that smoke gank. It's it usually gets people off guard, but right now Cloud9 are very passive, so it wouldn't even get them off guard.
Yeah, they're hoping for a kill, not just a tower. And it looks like they may get neither of which.
At the same time, looks like I believe that's everyone on Cloud9, yeah, also going mid, so
Yeah.
not really farming or taking advantage of this time in any particular way. Are they gonna, let's see, they're moving towards the south. Just gonna go stack or potentially just start farming. No one can really clear the Ancients yet.
Oh, what the hell? Did you see how the creeps
Oh,
move,
it's
right?
blur. Wasn't that blur? Does that affect it?
It doesn't affect creeps.
Hmm.
It's just that, you know, the neutral creeps are just weird sometimes. Sometimes you just pull them and the lizard just stays there.
Oh yeah, the one that just sits in the camp.
I don't...
I'm tired, I don't feel like stacking
I don't
today.
really want to go there. You can all go there and stuff, but
I'm
I
just
wanna
gonna chill here.
I just want to like do my stomp here.
It only does that when the lizard's missing HP.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The big one, the beige one.
the beige one.
Yeah.
Chose the correct word for that.
Clay.
Here we go. Impale
Here we go!
completely off the
Woo!
mark. F1
Come on,
does
crit!
this,
Come
but
on, crit another time.
Neutral denied? Nope, not gonna happen.
Fenrir's still
Wrap
level
around
5.
He's gonna Icarus dive in. Doesn't really get too much
And
done, but the
Envy might
Spirit.
have jumped in, but I think his jump was cooldown.
Well, nice pick off there despite the missed Impale. They get one and they get out safely.
And Super is just so farmed on Invoker. I say like every time I see him play Invoker, he gets like a 16-minute Orchid or something.
And it's Quas Wex Invoker too. It's
Yeah.
not particularly adept at farming.
Well, that's how you play when you play pressure heroes. Axe, Phoenix, come on, that just only puts pressure at top lane. It doesn't kill anything, realistically. But it just puts pressure on them, and Terrorblade Vengeful Spirit also doesn't really kill anything, but just puts pressure on towers and so on and so forth. And pressure on your assets that you need to farm. Oh, here comes Envy.
Jumping on the Super. He does not have an Invoke available. Nowhere way
kabloom!
up. Close though. But not close enough.
Well, it was good that Envy was there.
Yeah, Cloud and I weren't ready for that one, and
I guess,
see.
well, they saw him through 2 wards, actually. Even though maybe Piladai just placed it. Can we say the upper ward? Was it just placed right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just placed right now, so... I mean, they still saw him go up.
It was a pretty aggressive move by him.
That was
Yeah,
an
it was-
important kill.
That was rather aggressive.
Normally, Vici Gaming move more as a squad.
Yeah, they don't do much solo actions.
At the same time, your PA of Eternal Envy has quietly just farmed up a mountain of items, as well as the Darkseer. You Bone 7 staying in it. Fada close to the blink, so they are getting some of their key items out.
It's pretty hard to use mech against Quasvex Invoker.
Yeah, especially on a puck.
Huh? Meant Darkseer.
I'm looking like
Oh.
Dark's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mech.
Brain fart.
Too much mana.
Fenrir's still not level 6 on this Phoenix though, so I mean Vici Gaming supports have really struggled to get XP or even, I mean they like you said Puppey, they're pressure but they're not getting kills, they're not farming jungles, they're not...
Well, I think one of them is one of them in a team
Vici
will
doing what
always
they
have
did.
no level 6, as you can see, like ET is, I mean AT is probably more than 6 actually, but Lion
Oh, they saw the howl.
They know.
They pinged it.
Yeah,
they
they
saw.
want
They
this.
saw the Venge howl.
This could be huge. Tornado's there. Phase shift will dodge it, but the cold snap follow. Green spotted low. He's gonna get brought down immediately. That's how the fight begins. The follow-up's there. Oh, Ice looking for the call. A bit off the mark, and yet they still get the clean kill. Well, maybe not clean, but it's a kill. And they don't lose anyone.
Well, this could have been much more wins.
Don't stack.
Blake.
Wow.
Oh, what an
Holy
impale by
Twilight Die.
Twilight Die. Then the finger brings down your vengeful spirit. Ice standing strong as the Icarus dive comes through. Eternal Envy drops low, gets dunked. Chopped by the Ice. But we see a
level
secondary
six
chop. Tornado finds him. Get ready.
Secondary chop.
Slam. Oh, come
you
on,
wanted
Ice.
to call him.
Learn to dunk, my friend. But it's okay. A kill's a kill. Just a casual layup from him.
That was such a Cloud9 play, like smoke into Roshan with Terrorblade ultimate and either force a fight or get Rosh.
Oh, Super will break the coil here, but he's not under tower range. Drops the EMP and patient. Nope, loses all his mana. Then the
Oh no.
They can turn this one back around perhaps. Icarus dives, swinging through, and Fada gets dunked, chopped again. Vici just slightly quicker and more coordinated in these fights and coming out hugely on top.
Yeah, it's weird that Fada, like, I feel like they knew that Roshan was happening, but Fada just kind of walked into the pit.
Maybe they didn't know how quickly it would drop or how low it was.
Maybe they were like, I don't know. I feel like maybe they didn't know it was actually happening. Like, there was a ping from Pilot Eye, I think, but he's like, maybe they're Roshan or something, and then Fada was like, oh, there's no way they're Roshan. He just like walked over there, and he's like, holy shit, they're actually Roshan. And then he was dead.
That's unfortunate though. It puts Ice as your net worth leader, getting tanky now. So,
Yeah, it's going for. Yeah, the Blade Mail.
what are you expecting over the next few minutes? Orchid's coming out soon on Invoker, Puck about to get the Blink, Darkseer mech.
I think every time Vici has meta up, I think they're just going to go take a fight or do objectives.
Can C9 fight that? Do they have to dodge?
I
What
think
do
they definitely can fight that. Darkseer is getting quite close for his level 4 vacuum, right? Or maybe he already has it, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, they got to work with Vacuum, make some big
They're
plays.
getting close. 2 more levels and he's going to be there. I think PA is getting close to his Battle Fury, so those stacks we see in their woods, even though they need to deward that ward pronto pretty much, because the Battle Fury is going to come up very soon. If they don't deward that, oh well, Pilot Eye wants to Blink Dagger, so up to Aoi to save the day.
Can Aoi deliver? We'll see.
Do you think Fenrir is one of those guys that picks Phoenix and goes offlane in pubs?
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
I feel like he's definitely one of those guys.
I don't like those guys.
Nobody likes those guys.
Well, don't those guys like themselves?
I don't know. I would find trouble sleeping at night, I think.
In the trees in the bottom lane, we've got some real sneaky action for the Puck. Getting caught out perhaps, all the way down. Yeah, no, just hiding. I just see the dot. I'm like,
It's like,
what's that
and
guy
he's
chasing?
getting caught. He's in the bushes.
Oh, the trees. Yeah, looking for some sneaky plays on black, but not really going to be able to find anything.
Ice still hears the torments, man. Stay in the trees.
Now that probably keeps him up at night.
No, it doesn't. Not when I think about Daryl.
Yeah, he seems like a guy that would sleep pretty soundly. Very chill.
Well, I'm not sure what was brought to Pilot Eye right now, but
It's definitely not a Blink Dagger.
it's definitely not a Blink Dagger. The line, yeah, it's
Oh, he's actually
dust.
close. Holy cow.
Frickin'
He had
dust.
like 1850 2 minutes ago.
He's 3-0 with first blood, I guess. All of that kind of just keeps adding up, and
He's owning.
So they want to
Yeah.
kill the Invoker somehow by seeing him run in. Well, or maybe just being able to kill him through a puck coil.
I mean, for C9, like they're gonna get a battle free in this PA, and as you said, farm stacks really look to just catch up on some of the farm on their core heroes and be accelerated through this. But Vici Gaming are ready to fight. Metamorph, the Orchid on the Invokers are up as well, so this is where C9 are gonna be put under a lot of pressure.
Uh-oh. Pilot Eye, careful, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Rip.
Oh, well, I don't
Nothing
think
for
they
the
can kill
egg.
that thing. Fada's in there.
Oh,
Gets
the egg
done.
is done too.
This axe is doing work.
Tornado comes flying through, not going to connect. Ice though on the ball. He gets the blink call up. Bone 7 dunked again. Ice is really heating up.
Ouch.
We might have to go
Oh.
plug in that soundboard at the rate this game is going.
Terrorblade doesn't have ulti, but they may get this without.
Vici Gaming, they can feel it, they can taste it, they're close. One more win, and they are the Summit 2 champions, walking away with over $130,000. A lot of money on the line, and a lot of respect as well. Some of the best teams in the world here, and it was a tough, hard-fought road to get to this grand finals, but they've got Cloud9 where they want them. How close is Vici to breaking base here? Do they have a lot more to accomplish, or do they almost have what they need, do you guys think?
They have everything they need. It's just that I think Cloud9 are not thinking about the game at all. They're just playing their heroes and waiting for the blinks, and they're not really thinking at all how to win the game. They should realize that they need to smoke up themselves, because this is what smoke gives you. It gives you a kill. It could have been a long time ago already. They don't need the blink dagger. They even get the Aegis pretty much off, but ice is ice. Oh, couldn't rear.
Oh, nice.
No, FI.
Could be a 2-for-1. They're going to engage heavily onto this bench. Blink
There we
forward,
go.
silence as well. One more auto attack. Dunzo.
Dunzo.
And
And a pause from now. He's like, we got this, alright. Time to start talking about that we're gonna do this thing 3 more times.
That was such a good fight for them too. Killing the Invoker even after the swap and getting the Venge. Meanwhile, PA was just off killing the Ancient stack, so...
Yeah, sometimes
Really
you don't
nice.
even see the PA farming the ancient stacks because you don't look at the minimap.
Yeah, you got the ward there, but it's a PA, so...
Yeah, it's a PA.
Oh man, that new blur.
Sneaky. Well, Aegis down. PA back on top, barely as far as net worth goes. Black very close behind, and
No, that's a Manta style for him.
Well, he's got 3.6k. Do you think he's going Manta, or does he even go like the Radiance build here?
Radiance? I feel that unlikely.
I've only really seen Miracle do that, I think.
It's not a Radiance game.
Okay.
By far.
Yeah, there's even a Darkseer on the enemy team.
When you guys played Dota 1, did you ever, whenever I played PA, I always tried to be dark green or brown. Because then I would blend in on the map with Scourge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. There was some tactics with which
Yeah,
color you were.
Yeah, it was really color dependent.
I didn't do it in Dota. I did in other like Warcraft 3 games.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, well,
But-
PA, dark green PA was invisible to
I mean,
everything.
He's gone Relic, so it will be a Radiance.
It is a Radiance. So he wants to play the cool game.
He wants to farm. He wants to.
He saw that
Be
Battle
that.
Fury, and he's like, no, you have
Yeah.
Battle Fury, that's okay. I'm an illusion here with the Radiance. I'm going to farm
Yeah.
even faster.
Well,
Definitely prolongs the game a lot. They can't go high ground with a Radiance Terrorblade. That's
Yeah, I don't
not
know
the
if I
build
like
if you want to end the game.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Manta Scotty?
If you want to, when you're ahead like this, you get an 8. Well, I guess the Aegis is gone. They have to wait another 10 minutes. But
I just feel like it's not really that it's that big of a problem that he has Radiance. It's just that I know the transition for Terrorblade could be much more valuable if you go for Manta style into Scotty into MKB. Like that stuff actually has, but I don't see Radiance MKB being your build-up. That's
Then you're really squishy, yeah.
that's like what is that build? You're gonna die to like one Impale into ultimate from ET.
especially against Alliance, like you think Radiance Terrorblade, like you've got some more split push potential with your illusions, but you're playing against Alliance, so you got Mana Drain, Hex to quickly get rid of them. So it makes the Radiance build maybe even weaker.
And if Envy actually starts getting more farm, they don't actually care about the illusions that much because they got one Lion and ET Spirit.
I'm sure Black knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yes.
he wants to just get the game into that 6 slot. He was like, god damn it, I'm always playing this Terrorblade and we end the game when I got Scotty. Come on, guys. Let's get that 6
I think
slot.
this is way too anticlimactic. Let's take this to 70 minutes and see what happens.
What do you want? You want an epic game on BTS? Or you want just a 30-minute,
And Vici's
win?
just a bunch of crowd pleasers.
Well,
Show
you
some
say
mercy.
they're pleased. If this goes 100 minutes, some may have fallen asleep, especially the European viewers.
I mean, Black promised to pick a bunch of Naga Siren in this tournament, so I don't know how much of crowd pleasers they are.
They haven't picked it that much.
No, they haven't been too bad.
No, there's
It's been way more
anti-mage
exciting
if
than that.
anything.
Yeah, we have Anti-Mage, Terrorblade, Broodmother. Yeah,
Those are some crowd pleasers right there.
definitely some crowd pleasers.
Definitely at the top of my list of what I want to see.
Ugh.
It's well executed. Can't argue with that. Well, PA maintains that slight advantage in farm. Of course, overall, it does look like Vici Gaming still hold a sizable lead. Next, Roshan not going to be coming for about 4 minutes here. Score 11-6. Vici Gaming looking at the map right now, there's still a few outer towers that they have to fight their way through if they want to actually try to go for anything bigger in that Cloud9 base. It'll be a little while before they attempt it. For now, a smoke gank. I'm looking for a pick-off. Do they have any vision of what's around?
So what do you think about this Yasha pickup from PA? Do you think it's a good idea, PPD?
Yasha?
Yeah. Is he going to...
Instead of what?
Casual Yasha, or is he going actually for meta stuff? And why Yasha in the first place?
Does he have a BKB?
No, he does not.
I mean, there's an Orchid, I guess.
Is it just to help you farm faster?
I guess there is an Orchid.
I think he likes the... I don't know, I know Artur and E, like, you know, they like to copy each other, so they both like going Manta on PA, because then they can jump like Venge, and then when Venge tries to stun them, they just Manta the stun.
True.
And
I mean, there are a lot of disables actually that can get to you, that you need to disengage.
Yeah, of
You can
course,
also
there is
mess
like
with
the Berserker's Call, which will be pretty annoying against that.
you can mess with the Sunder as well.
Yeah, it can mess with the Sunder, it can even mess with the call, because you can meta style during the call and you can evade it.
And actually, Itemization has had trouble landing a few of these calls up against mobile heroes like Puck, Darkseer,
Oh, we're
Link
gonna
Dagger,
fight.
and Lion.
Oh, they just tried smoking around. I think their smoke broke.
Vici Gaming, close to getting caught out. They'll throw out a Scouting Tornado, blink away immediately from your Darkseer. That will be the retreat from Bone 7.
How much damage Terrorblade does to the towers?
But while they're busy trying to finagle in for an
Look
opening,
at that
yeah,
Phoenix.
tier 2 down.
And this is with the Radiance build. Like, if he'd gone Manta, that would be so much easier,
How's he
too.
just hit for 300? What is that? This hero is absurd.
That's before the double damager and hit for
Yeah.
600.
It's the zero reflection build, too. He's like, I don't need none of these,
Sooner or
these
later-
spells that don't help me
Sooner or
farm.
later
Well,
we
not-
get these heroes in Dota that do like 500 damage, but they die in like 2 hits or whatever.
Yeah.
So you'll just buff them up with all the stuff you could get. Tree and Omni Knight.
Now, Fenrir's going... Did he go Accept the last time he played Phoenix? Or is this
I don't
something
think he ever
different?
got like an item.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a
he,
rough
just,
game.
he just lost.
Yeah.
So he's going the Acceptor. That's a
Well, he
got
was
a
playing
weird little mechanic.
He was playing a really hard 5 in that game because there was
Okay.
FY with Wraith King who had like a Midas and like a bunch of items. But this game, like you said before, FY is playing Venge, so he's kind of more of like an actual support hero this time.
Yeah. Now, Terrorblade Phoenix Acceptor. You can refresh his Metamorph. That's going to be a pretty sick combo. We'll see about to get picked off here on the puck, but yeah, back to the Acceptor. So Metamorph like is basically Terrorblade's ultimate, except you can refresh it in the egg, unlike other ultimates. So that could be some kind of crazy synergy
Phoenix
here.
can refresh his.
It refreshes
allies.
all your skills when you get inside the egg in the Acceptor.
So it refreshes
Except
your
it doesn't.
allies.
Yeah, it doesn't refresh their ultimate though.
Yeah.
But
So
even though it basically is like
Yeah.
an ultimate, it's not
so he can have
actually,
double like refreshes Metamorph inside the egg.
Wow, that's actually pretty good, huh?
So basically,
Phoenix,
he's buying
not as
Terrorblade
bad
and
as you
Refresher
thought,
Orb.
maybe. I don't know.
Death Prophet Phoenix.
It doesn't work on ultimates.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
yeah,
so
you're
it wouldn't
right,
work
you're
on the
right.
X
Never
system.
mind. Good call.
And Metamorph is probably like the best non-ultimate, like the closest thing
It's-
to an
yeah,
ultimate
it's like
as
an
far as non-ultis
What
go.
else is there?
That's actually pretty crazy. That's gonna be really strong.
And there's nothing else with like what's the long? It's got to be the longest cooldown non-ultimate. I don't know what comes anywhere near it.
I don't think anything.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Not a big
Techie's Suicide, right?
Yeah,
But I mean,
that's
Nice.
that's Techie, so not really too relevant
Get
here.
Lesteki's in egg again so he can suicide twice in a fight.
can't really suicide
Something
twice in
isn't
a fight,
adding
right?
up here in my head, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is. Vici Gaming continue their push. They're starting to get a little more momentum on this late. At the same time, we do see the split push from Cloud9, as well as some ancient farming by Envy. Oh, it's Alliance split pushing. Not too scary, but
Man,
for
it's
whatever
so,
it's worth,
it's so hard to just walk into a Terrorblade. Like,
yeah, once he gets a bunch of illusions and he's in
Yeah.
Metamorph.
Oh god. I think he's gonna sniff it
Ooh.
up. Oh wow.
cooldown on Blink.
Yeah, cooldown. He did sniff it though. He knows what's going on.
Not gonna rush the eggs. He does back off here for the gem. The Phoenix.
This next Roshan is going to be probably the most important fight we will see. Because they're just leaving their towers to die. Even though the top fight might occur, but probably not in the distant 2 minutes when Metamorphosis is down.
So
Pretty
there's a
soon we will
BKB on PA, of course, worth mentioning. There's still Berserker's Call that will go through it and potentially be a huge nuisance. And now Manta does come out, so Black has managed to slightly reclaim that farm lead, and he's keeping up with the PA for whatever it's worth, but there's a lot of other important team fight abilities that could affect how these fights turn out in the end. Vici Gaming now moving through the river. Blink call to start it off top lane, just straight onto Eternal Envy. Nice ice size, going hard. Now gets off.
He has a haste through.
Still gonna chase this though.
I think he should have BKB
Backups arriving, they have the tornado to remove that haste and they'll get it.
He will not
more
BKB
haste.
teleport away now.
Uh-oh. Call. Where's the chop? Where's the chop? This will be a huge kill. See you later. Says ice, ice, ice. That was a big one.
Like 10-second BKB.
Yeah, he just got his BKB.
And he has no buyback, so this is at least a tier 2, if not more. Are you going to try to cut the wave here, it looks like, with a Spirit Stomp?
Well, he actually canceled
He
his
stopped,
TP that
yeah.
fight because he thought he was like he backed off for a second. He started TPing out. He was gonna get out, and then he was like, oh wait, maybe we're fighting. So he canceled it, and now he's just stuck in no man's land.
Our Puck finally has his Zeal Scepter, which means that he won't get caught off guard by this Orchid from Invoker. Top tower will fall. Yep, Phoenix. That's
What a
that's
ridiculous
the
looking
good stuff,
spell.
man.
It's like
Sure,
the Death Ray.
This reminds me of our game 3. I was just watching Terrorblade take all of our buildings. I was like,
It's like you know, in like StarCraft or Warcraft, they have those like defend your base against like the swarms of enemies coming in.
yeah, tower defense.
Yeah. Well, no, like actual like campaign maps. Except like they just keep on getting more ridiculous until it's like 5,000 Ultralisk.
Oh, yeah, 2 minutes later, Terrorblade has like another 6k item. They're like, oh, okay.
And then they get like double the life, triple the damage.
Oh, now he's got a BKB. He's immune to
Oh, cool.
magic. Oh, okay.
This is fair and balanced. Well, of course, this one a lot more balanced, but still tough to deal with.
Well, Rush is up. I think both teams are looking into it. Is that FY with phase boost and mana boost?
Yeah.
And now a mech on the way.
He's doing it all.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly unique.
Well, I don't think he cares about losing this game. Like, he knows he's gonna win. You know, that's the feeling.
Isn't that what he said in his interview? He said C9 did
3-0?
He said they don't know how to win.
He called it. He said 3-0.
Ah, here comes the Roshan.
Well, apparently that was Ice Ice Ice
So bad.
saying it on his, just saying it on his own. But
This is the timing where Metamorphosis is down and you actually don't feel like fighting, but then you lose maybe conception of what you need to do on the game. Super is indeed though feeling that there's something fishy going on here.
off to the left, might take a little gander here with the tornado. They start to group up with 3.
I think
TP on a 4th. It's Roche's dropping low.
BKB
Tornado
right now.
comes through, gets both. Uh-oh, could be trouble. At the same time, PA commits to it heavily. Snags that Aegis real quick. Ice going in, gets the blink call onto Pylon Die, and now Phoenix charging forward. Supernova coming in fast and hard. Kaboom! And then a dunk as well. BKB gonna end. Earth Splitter, not enough to cover the path of retreat. Another dunk. Oh no, Aegis. I think he might be out of mana now. Gets a little bit more here from FY. Going for round 2, getting lasered, getting tasered,
And
getting
here we
pushed
go.
around.
Dunk.
Dunked again.
And we're all hasted to get mid-racks.
This could be it. What a turn. Lose the Aegis, lose 3. Huge buckets of gold for the Axe.
Have they even got Metamorph soon as well, or did they use it that fight?
No, I don't think he
Oh,
has.
they've got Metamorph. All right, easy racks.
4.5k
boys.
as well in the bank.
Pick up an Eagle Song maybe for the push, or
No buyback on PA, no
Come on,
buyback
Divine
on
Raper.
Dark
Come on,
Seer.
Black. Come on. Come on, do it. Another Sacred Island. Thinking
Hyperstone.
about
Hyperstone straight. Oh, AC versus
Nah,
the Durban,
me all day,
actually.
man.
AC
Oh,
versus the Elder
Gunner.
Titan.
Me all there, man. Come on.
I think he wants
Come
some armor for
on,
the Elder Titan.
Black wants this. Blink. Silence as well. Does
Here
catch
we
up
go.
Super, but he gets up the Orchid. There's not.
And here we go.
And there we go. Everybody going everywhere.
Sadly, well,
Yeah, that worked.
Terrorblade.
Black dropping low though. He gets swapped
he
out to
will get
50.
swapped into.
FY trying to keep Black alive.
There we go.
Silence gets him down in the end.
That was a nice fight.
Oh, Cloud9 holds the line. Vici Gaming perhaps a bit too eager on this. Look at FY as well.
They got way too eager.
Remember the fact that they didn't actually stop Roshan from getting killed, and the levels that they got right now are actually playing the game. They feel good. They feel level 16. They got their stuff going. Piladai. Let's take a look at the Piladai's level. Was that a level 2 Figure of Death? That's all I need to know right now. I think it was still level 1 when he used it. The cooldown is like substantially smaller if it's level 2.
Yeah, Super almost managed to bail himself out with that quick Orchid, but wasn't enough in the end.
Oh wow, he was into. Now they might kill him.
Looks like does pop the Shiva's Guard. Blame it was used,
Come on,
but now
crit.
it's gonna wear off.
Crit Envy.
Crit, my man.
There we go.
Another kill.
That was a godlike streak as well. PA getting the last hit and the tier 1 tower. Envy is suddenly massive.
Massive.
Oh shit! This
He
is
was like 5.
Oh,
a
shit,
turnaround, man.
Guys, what
Oh
the hell?
shit!
He
What's
was like
going on?
5-6k gold
And a
down on
bounty
the
rune.
Terrorblade.
Oh man, that bounty rune that just tipped it over the scales.
That just totally tipped it off.
It's the spirit bomb. I saw this on Reddit. I didn't know what it was until it was explained.
God, do you see the dragon like coming out? That crit looks
Look
so
at this.
weird.
He's critting more. He's getting bounty runes. He's ending godlike streaks. Dota wants Cloud9 to
He'd
win.
rather DD rune. Let's
Yeah.
be honest here. He doesn't want that bounty rune. He wants that clutch. Hold on to that DD rune. Wait for a team fight or Roshan, and take it all.
He'll take some gold. He'll settle.
Well, as I can see, the problem was in those fights that I don't see the illusions being tanky enough to take the damage. You know, you got your 1,300 HP, but that's not good enough for surviving the puck wave. It just died to one wave, which is not substantial at all. What you want to do. If they could have had 4 illusions on different areas to be hitting the tower and they wouldn't kill it through one puck wave, they would be in a lot of trouble. But instead, they all clumped up and understood that we can't actually do this push and started backing off. And Puck loves to catch people when they're backing off, you know. $1 million coils. They're right there, man. They're always there.
Well, if anyone would know about them, you certainly would.
Oh,
Certainly knowing how to lose against it, though.
What a match it was. Vici Gaming, so... Well, how do they get back on track here? Do you just have to now farm your Terrorblade a lot more? Just wait for the next rush and try to secure that? What's the game plan?
I think the same movement is still good enough for Vici Gaming. You just gotta have to get a pickoff. I don't think they have heroes that will, you know, go back on picking up. Like they could still kill Envy. Envy's 1,400 HP. He will die. Puck is still quite a free kill, only through a call though, on Axe. So, you know, everything's harder now because Puck gained his level 14, which means that the phase shift is now going to save him no matter what, and there's going to be enough time for his team to actually come to help him. So Blink Dagger on Lion, Ewell Scepter on ET, BKB on Darkseer, they're not that easy to catch now. So VG might be pressured that their catching potential is not that good, but their fighting is still right there. Just seems that the tankiness of this Terrorblade illusions is not letting them do much.
Yeah, Radiance was a mistake, man. If they lose this game, I'm gonna blame the Radiance for sure.
Definitely. I don't even like. Oh wow, here we go. Cargo work.
4,200 net worth.
Woohoo! That's a goddamn Scotty right there for 3 minutes down.
Oh my goodness.
Do you guys think if this was a semifinal, Cloud9 would win?
If it were a semifinal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It seems like C9 just can't be denied second place.
I think Cloud9 would have this in the bag as a semi-final. I agree. They know how to play these games. When they're down and they're like, they believe they can totally win and there's no mental illusion on them like, oh goddamn, second place, you know. If they don't have that, they totally know how to win these games, and they just need to creep skip a little bit, find those pickoffs, place the correct wards.
They're actually so annoying to end games against.
Yeah, they are. Bone 7 with his Batrider just spreading some fire. Okay, here we go, Fada.
Blake called and started off. They
Use
get
it,
the
use
jump
it,
with
use
the
it.
Fada. Can't save him.
Owie.
Rip.
Owie. What? Come on. Like, steals the guy, you know? He's not gonna get the hit.
The second place chokes, I guess. Continuing.
Jesus.
Oh, this is going to be a strong goddamn Terrorblade illusion.
Oh.
Even though that fight at middle lane, it did not have an illusion of Terrorblade, I thought that if that Terrorblade illusion would have been there, they would have actually been killed instantly. Because you take like 2 seconds to notice that the illusion is hitting you, but 2 seconds too late. And the Radiance already burns you, and then you have to like turn on it.
Especially if he goes Assault Crest later, which he picked up the Hyperstone for.
Just
That's
got
a free
bunch of
AC.
random items. Like,
Yeah.
He's got a Radiance, he picked up a Hyperstone at the secret shop. He's like, yeah, we're gonna end the game, we're just gonna buy
I
Hyperstone.
think he thought he could end the game on that push. He's like, I
Yeah.
just want something right this second.
Yeah.
Vici got way too cocky with that push. That one push is what's losing the game almost.
Right, so he's like,
Do we have a
surprised?
swap? Do we have a swap coming up? No.
He-
Oh.
Just
No.
out of range.
Level 2 swap. I mean, FY is sporting the double boots. Like Vici Gaming, their items are all over the place this game.
That's okay, just avenge. Also gets a swap off. Job well done.
Yeah, I would have maybe even liked the Blink Dagger on the Vengeful Spirit.
Instead of the second pair of boots.
But
Probably.
which pair do you give up? I mean, they're both so good.
Well, normally you go like, would you go phase boots on Venge or Tranquils?
Never been able to finish boots on Vengeful
I
Spirit.
think what
Yeah,
happened was
realistically, I don't even think
Yeah.
I even go
Tranquils
there.
are
Like,
nice.
I mean, when you're FY, your team gives you farm, I guess. But
Yeah.
he went phase, right, so he can like gank more effectively. Then he's like, oh,
Yeah.
we want a mech, so I'll get Arcanes and then a mech, so I have the mana for it.
I
But
think I finished like maybe 3 or 4 items this tournament. In all of my games combined.
what do you consider an item? Like a 4-staff?
But yeah, like a 4-staff or a Yule's.
I got mana boots on my bottom. I got pretty good.
Yeah. Vlad's. I got a Vlad's once.
That was pretty cool.
A Blink. Maybe
it's, the
maybe I had
simple,
some
it's
more
the
items.
simple things for support players, you know.
Well, it's not really that. It's just how you actually are supposed to be playing. That you don't take risks that... Oh, what did Mech give there? I mean, nothing really.
Black's like, I'll get these 2 ulti orbs, then I'll finish my
The
AC.
2 ulti orbs. Like, I can't wait this,
What is
Scotty.
this build?
What's happening?
It's a super farm build.
He's gonna get the Scotty anyways. Like, if he sells his Ring of Accolade, he's got it. But he's so confused.
I like the fact that Fada just ran into enemy. Is like, I want to teleport here. I don't want to do it now because I look stupid. You know, you already did the move. I don't want to copy you.
Alright, get that tower fodder.
Denied.
Does get the deny at the same time. It's another tower down. Cloud9, what a good 5-10 minutes it's been for them. 40 minutes in.
And Roshan is up.
It's almost dead even now.
Oh, is that an illusion rune? And where's Envy right now? Envy is farming the Ancients. If they actually find this illusion rune, I think Envy is going to start running for it right now. Because they see it. Oh, but Ice is like, not today.
Darkseer's. Not today.
Not tomorrow, not yesterday,
Sadly,
And not-
Fear.
and not any day, not today.
Sadly, Fear, these jokes are here to stay. What? Did you say hello even? I didn't see you say hello. I know, but the camera was on you. Yeah? You can do the classic, you know.
Yeah, that was
I said it once already.
That gif is so
Oh,
funny.
the Scotty's coming up.
That's like
and
my
this-
favorite thing from the entire
Look at
summit.
this
Just
road.
that gif.
the fear.
Yeah.
Cloud9. Can they
Ready.
walk to the pit in time? Doesn't look like it. Oh my
Holy
goodness, he hits hard.
Let's smoke up, guys.
Alright, smoke up. Fight
Yeah,
a
too late,
Roshan.
boys.
Meta's down, guys. Let's go.
nice contribution, Daryl.
They killed it so fast that Medra's still up anyway.
Look at
So
Terrorblade, what a joke.
Well then. Does Fada have X?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
he does.
You know, Fear interrupted us. That was totally.
We're trying to focus here, you know.
Yeah, Fear. Goddamn Fear. Okay, they will find Super probably because of the gem.
Go swap.
X it up.
X to start. Dagger to
He has
follow.
a cheese.
That's
Wow.
gonna happen.
so
But there's a blink call onto Eternal Envy.
Envy is most likely.
He's in trouble.
Blink
Blink
out.
away. Tries to retreat.
Scotty.
Bone 7 is there ready with its spells. Use Scepter is used on Axe, and Swap is probably going to hit somebody, but not really
2
sure.
for 0
Phoenix, too.
exchange.
Yeah,
And actually, well, they
Yeah,
get
did
Envy
find
now.
Envy.
Gem.
2 for 1. And it is obviously the one position here going down, so not the worst trade for Vici. They still maintain their Aegis, their cheese actually available as well.
As much as they can delay this push for now with the Aegis, I think realistically they can take this fight 4v3 easily, but you know, they're not going to go uphill without Metamorphosis. That would be stupid.
Next item for black.
who knows?
I'm gonna guess with Sanji and Yasha, man.
45 minutes Sanjin Yasha.
Get the Dagon 5. Lower your HP to Roshan. Go in there with the
Yeah,
Sunder.
Sunder GG. straight.
Dagon 5 Shadowblade. That's where it's at.
Oh man.
I think he's going to go for MKB for the final item. Even
Do you
though
think he needs a BKB this game?
He does.
Lion Puck?
Doesn't
yeah.
have a slot for it.
Yeah.
Not for now.
He's gonna drop that goddamn Radiance to get the BKB MKB.
I don't know. Pretty sure MKB, BKB, and he just walks down a lane and wins the game.
Yeah.
But he likes to keep things interesting, so
Does
they
they jump
find
in
Ice
here?
Ice?
They're gonna catch out the axe to the south. Ice. Is vacuum back in, then zap till BKB turns with the Shiva's Guard
Look at-
directly at the Lion. He wants to dunk him here. Can he
Punch
get
it.
him ready for the chop? Give him the chop, he can't! He gets one spin, but not quite enough damage. Oh, I say
Man, that's a quite tanky axe. Seriously.
close.
That was like 3 ultis just for the axe.
It's like one of those action movies where the guy gets shot like 7 times in the body and then still like gets the one shot to kill the bad guy and save humanity.
I like the fact that we have a noticeable area there that PA has ultimate. You know, it's up. You know, I mean Lion's ultimate is down, but PA's ultimate is up.
It's
You can
good
always
to
see
know,
it.
just in case.
Just in case that you wouldn't think so, it is up. It is always up.
She still has crit, guys. That hasn't been taken away just yet.
I think C9's gonna win this game.
You feel so?
But you
And
said
the whole series, right?
you said 3-0.
Yeah, I said 3-2.
Why not?
No,
3-2
you're a
C9, let's
flip-flopper.
go.
Peter's on my side. This couch is
said-
all about the 3-2.
You said 3-0, then you
We
said
go.
well no, first you said they would win, then you said 3-0. Now it's 3-2.
you gotta-
Honestly, what do I even
You gotta
know?
change your opinions.
I
you know?
convinced him.
Just a young boy playing Dota 2.
He's very impressionable, and here I am saying C9's gonna win 3-2, and he's like, all right, this guy's
Sounds good, dude.
sounds good. This guy dressed as a enchantress earlier today. He knows what he's talking about. Like, I'm getting on that train.
Is that how we evaluate if people know what they're talking about?
Yep.
If they throw on a cosplay.
This guy was confident enough to wear makeup. He knows what he's talking about.
You wore
Only-
makeup, PPD?
Yeah, I wore makeup at WEC.
Wow.
While you were playing?
No.
Okay, just during
For
interviews.
my
or
photo
whatever.
shoot.
Okay.
I had a brief stint in modeling.
Yeah. Well, Ti
As-
was.
I mean,
Wasn't
you
Ti the
guys could have
same?
assumed that, obviously.
Ti was the same.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
You had makeup for your photo shoot.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't need that much, they said, but, you know, a little bit.
Yeah.
The Vlad's
I had a couple blemishes.
So you never do it at home alone? No?
Yeah, so I have a mother for that.
to practice your makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a great teacher.
That's good. I'm glad you guys have something to bond over.
Yep.
This Phoenix, as much as I hyped it, has been useless as shit. But I feel
Holy lord.
like, what is the Phoenix big
Does
son,
he have his
Peter?
Axe?
I know he hasn't. He's got nothing.
Oh,
He's
he
gone
went
back for a
Vlad's.
Vlad's.
Freaking FY. So greedy, dude. He never
What
buys any
weird
rewards.
items. But I mean, in this case,
I-
obviously up against Elder
Yeah.
Titan.
I think the Vlad's is good.
What
But
happens to FY? Have to get a blink? No,
I
he's just
don't-
still rocking the. Oh, he got Ghost Scepter.
Here's the PA crits.
Daedalus?
on PA.
That was a joke. He said Daedalus earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a joke, man.
Try and keep up, please. Alright. What's going on here? Does anyone have an Aegis?
Aegis down.
Aegis down.
Cheese up.
Cheese up.
Super is lactose tolerant, ready
Black's
to
got
consume.
bots.
Flax wants to farm with his correct hero actually top lane. Ooh!
And
That wave actually put themselves. You wouldn't have ran in there.
Bots, Radiance, Manta. It's a build on every hero.
this PA is getting pretty big. Bissell Blade's ready. If he wants to buy it.
And one PA crit in the Finger of Death has so much burst damage to catch the Terrorblade by surprise.
Yeah, he could
Yeah,
die.
the more you think it's like, Jesus, he needs a BKB.
Anyone hits an
Him
Invoker,
and
it's an
Super
axe.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, your axe is tanky, but one PA crit in the Finger, he's gone.
Elder Titan.
Seems like after the death from Invoker at the same area pretty much, they don't really want to move around anymore. They stagnated themselves into running S5. Even though VG Gaming, they do run S5 all the time, but they kind of stopped searching for ganks in this case.
And pushing into like the Darkseid with Aghanim Scepter is just a no-go, it feels like, too.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. They can still get pickoffs no matter what. It's just that they feel like if they will walk through a ward, they actually think that they will lose the fight, even if they will see it. They have quite elusive heroes. Darkseid is pretty fast. DT is there, quite also fast. Has his Yasha and Yule Scepter. Pockets, you know, he's there.
Man,
What?
C9 no. The giant box was drawn in their jungle right as the smoke breaks, or right before. Vici Gaming going for the big play there, but not going to find an opening. Now it's C9's turn to
Oh,
look
it's
for
happening.
something.
Yep. This might be the name of the game. Illusion Rune picked up.
That top river ward from C9 is going to give them a lot of info.
He's gonna send a lot of illusions bottom, which means that somebody has to deal with that. Most likely Terrorblade is already running.
Yellow gonna get called out here. Your Axe gets off the BKB, as well as the call really wants to chase the Lion, but can't quite do it.
He got slowed down right now.
Or Splitter, enough to clip him, but now Super popping his own BKB.
2 BKBs used. FY is gonna use his Ghost Scepter. And Itemization is going to lose a lot of HP. Oh, the
vacuum wall, big one.
Lord.
Back getting caught out here, not really doing enough damage. Finger there, ends up getting the kill. And he gets brought down. The chop turns it though. Eternal Envy will also pay. And now it's left to the slightly less violent heroes to finish this off. Fada to get out with FY, a swing through on your Icarus dive. Phoenix, your best to fight through. Now the laser comes out. The Sunray of Doom. The Orchid. Now a call again. Another dunk. Ice salvaging this fight. Maybe turning it for Vici Gaming. They slow him down. They chop him down. They get another.
Wow, Ice has to run from this illusion. It's going to kill him.
Radiant's burning him. He's actually going to unfold. At the same time, though, the PA just illusion city there.
Go away, man. 10 seconds, actually. This boots of travel.
Oh, my goodness.
Of course.
That thing lasts forever.
It lasted for 2 more seconds.
That's
the tower died bottom.
Okay.
And a buyback from Toad.
Yeah, Terrorblade bought back.
Good stuff.
It's the name of the game for Cloud9. They're coming back from this game.
Great Darkseer wall back there.
Yeah, the Pistol Blade onto Terrorblade to not get the Sunder off. Feels like if they would have had even one Lincoln Sphere in this game on this Terrorblade, that none of these situations would have happened.
Yeah, maybe that's what Fenrir should have gone for instead.
Well, Fenrir is the guy that isn't really farming that much.
Maybe FY should have got one. Maybe Invoker should have got one.
FY's items are like very goofy. They wanted to end the game a little bit earlier than they wanted, but then Radiance, you know. So
yeah, there's kind of a disconnect there. Right? One's going for an item to farm longer and split push. The other just like trying to end the game right away.
Even Axe in this case could have went for Lincolns. But
yeah, Axe definitely could have gone for Lincolns. He has so much farm.
It's just that if the Terrorblade lives through the combinations, there's nothing that Cloud9 can do.
Yeah, like if he gets Sunder off there, it's like a totally one-sided fight.
So basically, Cloud9 needs to win the fight very quickly, whereas Vici, if it goes longer, fight's over.
Just depends how it goes. Like, the biggest problem for C9 in that fight was that Axe was able to stick on top of PA. I think he called him like twice throughout the course of that. And I mean, of course, like, you know, PA is pretty farmed, and Axe doesn't really do that much damage. But the spins and just the constant control lets Vici kind of nuke in and at least wait for PA's BKB to go down, and then they can kind of.
Yeah, that seemed like the big thing. It wasted a lot of precious seconds of BKB time.
Yeah, definitely.
Then he's very vulnerable.
Even though Vici Gaming used all their BKBs at once, at the same time. Puck had Aghanims in that fight, or did he not? He doesn't even have it, so he just keep it gold. If that was an Aghanim's fight, actually, into a vacuum...
well, what if you
vacuum them out of the coil,
you coil, and then you back wall out of the coil?
Whoa, man.
Whoa,
man.
Another level.
Dude, man.
That's like...
Whoa.
That's the future generations of Dota will be doing stuff like that on the regular.
Those young up-and-comers.
ET is checking Roshan constantly by now. And, well, all buybacks are up for Cloud9, so I think this Roshan fight is going to be... I mean, it's up now. And it's another smoke from Vici. They have a lot of smokes. Vada is most likely going to be the
silence. Oh, there's your Hex. Definitely blast. Down he goes. There is a buyback. Yeah. He's going to need that. Because Rosha's back up.
Phone 7 is trying to push top lane a little bit, but if you don't buy back now, you're not going to be able to stop this Roshan from dying.
It doesn't have long. They do see the Spirit coming through, so they know they're spotted out. Still no buyback. Stomp is there, delays this quite a bit.
Yeah, bug abusing.
Yeah, that was the roaming stomp.
Yeah. A little jiggle.
Oh dear.
Radiant
down.
Dire. What the hell?
With Alacrity. Oh my goodness, he attacks fast. At the same time though.
Is he gonna buy out?
Doesn't look like it. Roshan's so low already.
It's already dead, Roshan. Apparently they think that Black is not going to be able to carry the
yeah, bottom lane. Bottom Rexes are actually being sieged by the PA and PA illusions again.
Your Darkseer blinking on through, gets the BKB off, drops the wall, completely hairballs.
Right, space for Envy. Space for Envy.
Space for Envy, man. Good stuff.
He
got
got
the
Rex! He just got melee Rex and range
Oh,
Rex!
can he get out of here?
Wow.
Yes, he can. BKB, TP out.
Alright!
Is
That's the
cheated.
classic
Good wall!
Cloud9
Well
Bone
played,
7.
Code 7.
Well played, Bone 7.
The whole team was like, they fucking suck. Oh,
They're
shit,
probably
Rexes
laughing.
though.
He missed the wall, let's fight! Oh wait, I'll Rex, what the fuck? No go.
Was traded for an Aegis cheese, so Vici Gaming
Special tactics.
can look to force something here. With
Your
that
high
player.
ground defense is so strong though for Cloud9. You got ET, Darkseer, Puck. Like,
Well, they need to do this high ground push right now if they
Yeah.
want to actually have a good...
before wall is back
Yeah,
up.
before wall. Just before wall.
It's your big kind of well, your only timing I feel for the next 10 minutes.
I know it's hard against ET, but I think they can split push this. They could easily go for Terrorblade Illusion's top, but a little bit stuff mid, and you know just Axis.
He got rid of his Radiance.
Who got
Good.
the Aegis, by the way?
He's got BKB now.
No, he has Aegis. And
Okay.
BKB.
Yeah.
Okay.
No more Radiance, guys.
Oh no.
This is where
Served
Vici
its-
come out on
served
top
its
maybe.
purpose. At least he was
Oh
there.
wow, the communication right there, man.
Black down, continue to work on the tower. It's going to drop here. I think like at least 30
Oh
seconds.
wow, he
to the
didn't go
third
through.
tier wall. And it looks like it.
Ah, the Super Force Spirits.
They're so reluctant to engage here. Well, now they're going to move on through.
Oh,
Onto
wow,
the high
he's
ground. The
done.
stomp.
Go
Bill
time.
can show too. This would be the moment. Blink.
the
Impale. Silence. They get blown out.
They need to kill this thing.
The
the
egg
egg.
dropping. Can they
Hit the
focus
egg.
it down in time? It's slow. And
Wow,
it's
they-
slow.
Oh, no.
Buyback from Envy.
Cloud9 might be crumbling
from
now.
Cloud
Buyback
7.
from Envy. The stomp is there again. Another 2-hero stomp by AUI 2000. And now it's going to
The
be
wall
a
is down,
5
but
on
Terrorblade is not
2.
going to be in the wall.
They try to run. Hacks a crit. That's the Aegis down. Now your Terrorblade can probably be dealt with surrounding him. Bring the Spirit in. Another stomp. And Black.
Whistle Blade. Double stun.
no,
No
I
double
Missed the
stun.
impale. Just got one.
Black
Oh,
dropping
oh
low.
my,
and
he was dead.
ends up falling. Team wipe. Aegis down.
And
What a
pretty much 50 seconds to do stuff. Okay, Invoker buys back. That means one buyback is already used.
Just a PA buyback. So Cloud9, assuming.
Oh, and a Darkseer.
No,
Okay.
Darkseer
Oh,
Puck,
Doxy too. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
All of them bought back. Can we take a look at the buyback chart?
Doxy, PA,
Puck did
and
not buy back.
Invoker obviously after the fight.
Yes, yes. Well, they need to wait 6 minutes at least. Because I don't think Black cares even if he buys back right now. He will just start sending illusions in front and waiting for the 7 minutes and next Roshan and so on and so forth. But this is... Well, this is a game now, isn't it?
We got ourselves a ball game. Cloud9 backs against the wall. They get a swap
Oh,
in.
no.
Hex into swap, or a swap into Hex rather. EE caught out a bit. He'll BKB though. He
Super dies
turns.
instantly.
He annihilates Super. Triple buyback for Vici Gaming now.
Abort.
Axe, Phoenix, and
Get out,
Terrorblade.
yeah.
They want to run, but Envy gets
Oh,
caught out.
no.
He'll end up dropping. They at least get that PA kill, and that is a 2-minute
You've got to cut your
dieback.
losses for Cloud9.
2-minute dieback.
Cloud's gonna start pushing top.
I feel like Cloud9 is not in that bad of a position. I think they could definitely win this fight.
Let's see. What does our
Axe
wall
finger
hold?
lion. Okay.
Ooh.
Vacuum finger. Let's go,
It's
boys.
finally happening. People have been asking
Hyping it for like 2
like-
years. It hasn't even been in the game for 2 years. It's.
People have been hyping it.
That's
since
a
before it
smoke.
existed.
Smoke Bone 7. Smoke your brother.
Creeps marching
Wait, where's
in.
the Doxy? We need the vacuum finger.
They have the wall. They have the vacuum. They have the AOE. The
Puck has
technology
also a
is ready.
buyback. He should be in front of the lines right now.
Sunray coming out.
Let's
Black.
fucking do this.
Let's go.
Cheese is full. It's the cheese bait too.
They're not committing just yet. Now the Phoenix Egg's going to start
Phoenix
to
stops
drop.
the
Can they
blink
focus
daggers.
it?
The Rexes are
Oh,
falling.
that's a good. That was really nice from Phoenix.
But they're still waiting. Ah, here we go.
No finger.
finger.
It's a bit late. No!
No!
He gets him all, but doesn't kill
Hex,
him.
you got cheese. He cheesed up.
Black kept
Oh
alive.
no.
Still no PA for 60 seconds. The big combo play is used, but the Terrorblade stands. Ice is there. Again, the Astral Spirit comes out. Another stomp is going to slow this push
I
down.
think Black
even
will
more.
die
Still
though.
Sunder, but
He's gonna get
They
swapped.
have to swap. They
ground,
have to
yeah.
swap.
Yeah, but they can follow them. They can still follow
let's go
them.
Fata.
They're going to look for it now.
Oh, wow.
Blake in
Nice
another
double.
2-hero pill. Another finger! But the BKB, the turn from Black, he will pound into one. Brings him down.
Yeah.
Looking for more than that, though. Can he get the puck? He can! Black getting a
Puck
bit
is
out of
buyback,
control.
but that was. They
Puck is buyback.
overextended so much.
No,
Now
Black
they
has
gotta
to die.
run.
Black has to die
This
here.
could be a dieback for him. The turn dieback, maybe? He's thinking about going
No,
in.
he
The
wants-
orb through. Yule's
He
on the
wants
one.
Black.
Keeps the axe out of
Super
the
is back.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
He has
Fata.
spaceship. He has spaceship.
Black's
The-
still here.
the
Drain all
ultimate-
his mana.
They can't bring him down. They end up getting another kill and dive back to
PA's
the
back
puck.
at 5.
Cloud9.
And Vengeful Spirit is back too.
They
And
got
they're-
outplayed so hard that fight.
They're without a puck in the dark sea.
The
No
throne!
bonus,
What
well.
the? They've got no T4 towers. Someone's going to defend this Radiant throne, though.
Terribly.
Oh, jeez.
What a bizarre fight.
These teams trying to give our viewers some heart attacks today.
And Vici Gaming just baited Cloud9 into that one. Like, the puck going downhill.
Fire
and-
Courier just died
Actually,
as well.
that throne is still dying.
yeah, it's
and
down to half HP.
All right, Envy, get in there, buddy.
Future travel, let's go.
Straight down the
It's
middle
okay.
lane. They're not waiting. 5 heroes. They know the puck's dead for 80 seconds. The Darkseer for 50. And they're just going to 5-man barrel down mid. Can Cloud9 hold the line? This is going to be so difficult.
Nah,
No
they
vacuum
need
to set it all
Darkseer.
up.
Well, Metamorph is down for 20 more seconds, which is the good part.
They're throning it. Vici Gaming on the
This
brink
needs to
of
be a
taking
big
the
stomp.
summit to
Oh wow, the
Blink
illusion
Hall.
bait from Envy.
Oh, the stomp abuse again.
These
It's
stomps are
black.
so strong. Black though swapped out, kept alive for now. He's gonna turn and come back in. Eternal Envy though gets one kill with the help
Gonna
of the
blink
finger.
out.
Blink out. Nice hold here, but the tier 4 is nearly down.
Ryan still has buyback.
Black wasting no time. Now he's in Metamorph form. He's going to engage. The illusions are there. Another stomp. Can they go back in? He gets Yules up in the air. The Lion kills off one illusion. Now stunned. Still fighting the crits. The
crit!
Oh! They get him. Ice
got the
buyback. Chop. Chop. He's working. He wants this throw, but he's not going to get
He
it
won't get
alone.
it. They can go counter throwing now. There's no buybacks on the Radiant side. Vici Gaming may be done for here.
Oh,
Counter
right
throw.
back down the middle
Envy
lane.
buying
Boost to
a
travel,
boost
let's
to
go.
travel.
This throne is half HP. You can't actually defend this. No one has buybacks.
Enemy throne. Completely
I
undefended.
think Cloud9 just won the game.
There's a Venge, a Phoenix. That's it.
This is
Basically
Dota 2
nothing.
if I've ever seen it.
The dream is alive.
He's ready. Does PI has
There you go.
BKB
Boot to
right
travel
now?
bottom. He just traveled in.
Just to know if he has BKB up. Yep, he has BKB up. I don't think they can defend
That's
this
a
at
double
all.
hack.
Huck as refresher.
Double coil. No.
Refresh into blink into wave, man. Come on, let's
He's
go.
defending base just to be on the safe
Get
side.
there. Get there.
Faith and Eternal Envy.
Are they
That's the
scared of
call.
buybacks here, or?
Yeah, they are. They're
I
very-
mean,
Maybe
it's
they're
hard to
making
keep
timers.
track of them in that
Axe-
fight.
They're already
Yeah.
going.
But if you have them,
These
you'd be
illusions-
using them now.
If they micro correctly, then
They're scared of these buybacks. They have maybe not kept track of these timers.
And Vote 7 will pop the mech just to give everything a
They're
bit
waiting.
more
They're waiting for their
durability.
puck to come.
Swap.
Swamp is in.
Keep him out. It looks like Cloud9 got this one. They're on top of the throne. Everybody there working
Yep,
together.
this
They're
is a
going to
throw.
bring it down, and we're going to a game
Let's go,
for
Peter.
Cloud9.
What a game.
Game off elimination. Oh my. And if you're Vici Gaming and you look back at that game, did you just gave them another life? They had it.
Radiance.
Do you agree there, PPD, man? Radiance?
On what, Radiance? No, man, that was game losing as hell. But I'm sure Vici just looks back on it and they're like, you know what, we made a little bit of a couple mistakes in itemization. Maybe we got a little too cocky, and I'm sure they'll